your hosts this evening. We are thrilled to welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of the 10th edition of Lex Infinitum, the International Dispute Resolution Competition. This prestigious event serves as a platform where talent, strategy, and diplomacy converge to shape the future of effective dispute resolution.
A notable reflection by Dean Rusk reminds us that true resolution stems not only from voicing your arguments, but from deeply understanding differing perspectives. In the realm of EDR, attentive listening builds trust, uncovers shared interests, and fosters innovative solutions, making it a cornerstone of successful conflict resolution.
On behalf of Salgaocar College of Law, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Sharma, Chairperson of Goa RERA Regulatory Authority, our esteemed management representative, Mr. A.E. Barretto, and to all the participants and guests present this evening. Your presence truly enriches this event and sets the tone for a memorable journey. It is a privilege to have such distinguished individuals with us this evening.
It is said that it's not the years we celebrate, but the dedication, the milestones, and the memories that have made these 10 years unforgettable. Lex Infinitum proudly stands as a testament to a decade of excellence, innovation, and global collaboration in the alternative dispute resolution universe.
Since its inception in the year 2016 by Salgaocar College of Law, it has grown into a platform that brings together legal minds from across the globe, fostering a culture of dialogue and problem solving through ADR techniques, drawing participation from esteemed law institutions worldwide. Through 10 extraordinary years, Lex Infinitum has become a beacon of inspiration, fostering dialogue, learning, and networking among law students and ADR professionals.
So, to truly capture the spirit of this journey, we reflect on the stories and insights shared to us by the past directors whose vision and dedication have been instrumental in shaping Lex Infinitum as we know it today. Their contributions continue to inspire and pave the way for even greater milestones ahead. What we are now going to see is a video montage of the 10 glorious years gone by. However, this is not just any ordinary video, but it is an album of our most cherished Lex Infinitum moments that we would like to share with all of you today. So kindly sit back and enjoy as we take you on a journey down memory lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we just witnessed were the 10 fruitful and fulfilling years of Lex Infinitum. And this was only possible because of the impeccable leadership shown over the years.
Tell us more.
Sasha, you know they say Pioneers are people who look at the unknown, embrace the challenges, and turn them into opportunities for others to thrive.
Nidhi, doesn't that sound like someone we know?
Absolutely. That, of course, is our very own Dr. M.R.K. Prasad, the pioneer of Lex Infinitum. Without Sir's vision, dedication, and determination, one of the most sought after competitions wouldn't have been a reality today.
Well said, Nidhi. A thought. That's how it began. One thought of why can't we have an ADR competition in India? Because you see, at that time, students coached by Dr. M.R.K. Prasad were participating in mediations and negotiation competitions in places like Hong Kong, Vietnam, and even Paris.
But Sir did not let these thoughts remain just thoughts. He sprung into action and formed the A team for Lex Infinitum's very first edition in the year 2016.
So, sir, today as you sit and watch this wonderful competition complete 10 incredible years, I'm sure it must fill your heart with much joy. And as for our hearts, it's filled with so much gratitude for all the people who made this happen.
Sasha, have you wondered why this competition is called Lex Infinitum?
Let me take a guess. So I think lex means law in Latin and infinitum means infinite.
That was a very good attempt, and yes, you are correct to a certain extent. However, what it truly meant to symbolize were the boundless options and solutions that can be sought out through a lawful mediation.
What a fitting name for ADR indeed.
Absolutely. From the very beginning, everyone involved in the conception of this competition knew that it would be one of the most sought after competitions in the student fraternity. And so, our ever so brilliant then principal, Professor Dr. M.R.K. Prasad, had the task of choosing someone equally worthy and brilliant to lead this mission/competition as the director.
And so, of course, he chose one of the best brains out here, Dr. B.S. Patil. You see, at that time, this whole concept of this competition was quite new, but Sir was up for the task. He had several conversations and discussions with the students and the faculty and quite literally built this competition up from scratch.
The best thing about Sir Patil's leadership as the first director of Lex Infinitum was that he wanted to put the students at the forefront of this competition. Every role assigned and task had to be earned, and till date, students tried hard every year to prove their mettle.
So, Dr. M.R.K. Prasad and Dr. B.S. Patil, I'm sure both of you all must sit back from time to time and just admire how far this competition has come after 10 years, one whole decade later. In 2018, when the third edition of Lex Infinitum came around, it was headed by the able leadership and guidance of Dr. Sandhya Rao. Ma'am ensured Lex Infinitum's association with the World Mediation Organization, and then in 2019, its partnership with GROW, which is a global resolution organization. Dr. Sandhya led these two editions of Lex Infinitum to not just be a grand success, but have also given the opportunity and platform for so many young professionals to step up to their full potential. These years with Ma'am at the helm of affairs as Lex Infinitum's director were indeed glorious and memorable.
2 years down the line, Dr. Brunmai Vaidya led the incredible Lex Infinitum in the year 2020 and 21 as the director. She has been an integral part of the team, witnessing and contributing to its evolution into the mega event that it is today. Professor Brunmai has consistently led by example, demonstrating profound knowledge and impeccable ethics. Without her unwavering commitment and support, Lex Infinitum would not have reached such remarkable heights. In the year 2020, when the pandemic brought the world to a halt, nothing could stop VMSCL College of Law and Professor Murmai. This competition went ahead in the online format that year.
The challenge continued in the year 2022 when Associate Professor Pearl Montero led Lex Infinitum for its 7th edition. She has always recognized and appreciated talent and potential in students and has tried to offer them the best platform to pursue their interests. Students, faculty, and others all know her to be someone who has worked tirelessly to keep this event at the level that it is at today. Her passion towards Lex Infinitum has always been an inspiration to so many of us, personally and professionally. Ma'am has always been a source of wisdom and encouragement, which remains the invaluable source that keeps our engines running.
Now, let's turn our attention to the current director of Lex Infinitum, Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal, whose leadership continues to steer the event to new heights. Tasked with overseeing both the 9th and the 10th current edition, her dedication to nurturing and preserving the prestige of this esteemed event has been unwavering. Her efforts have been pivotal in making the event a grand success, and her influence will undoubtedly continue to shape its future. Her dedication and leadership have set a remarkable precedent, and her contributions are deeply appreciated.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us now take a peek at some insights shared by the experts and the ex-presidents of Lex Infinitum.
Hello everyone at Lex Infinitum. Tom Valenti speaking here from Chicago, Illinois. It's truly an honor to share my thoughts with you as you approach your remarkable 10th anniversary. Looking back on my time as one of the original advisors, serving on the Problem Committee, Rules Committee, and as an expert assessor, I'm filled with wonderful memories of Lex Infinitum and the incredible growth and development I've witnessed over the past 10 years. What stands out most to me has been the opportunity to work with such dedicated participants and observe their journey in developing crucial dispute resolution skills. Each edition of Lex has brought its own unique moments and learning experiences that have left a lasting impression on me. The professionalism and commitment to excellence that Lex Infinitum consistently demonstrates have made it a standout event in the field of alternative dispute resolution. I've been particularly impressed by how the competition has evolved and adapted over the years, while maintaining its core mission of nurturing talented individuals in this field. As you celebrate this significant milestone, I want to congratulate everyone who has contributed to making Lex the prestigious event it is today. Your dedication to fostering the next generation of dispute resolution professionals is truly commendable. I look forward to seeing Lex Infinitum continue to grow and shape the future of alternative dispute resolution education. Here's to another decade of excellence and innovation. Thank you for including me in this celebration, and congratulations once again on your 10th anniversary.
Good day, everyone. Josephine Reyes, one of your ex-predecessors, who participated right from the beginning of Lex Infinitum when it started 10 years ago. It was an idea Dr. Prasad, his students, his faculty members, and his team that were in Vienna, who actually thought that this competition could be brought to Goa's shores of Goa. And here we are in 2025, this January, celebrating the 10th edition of Lex Infinitum. I have seen many hairstyles, many volunteers, different panels of expert assessors, and students in their final years or their first years, very keen to volunteer to make every edition of Lex Infinitum a success. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to still be part of the 10th edition even if my health could not allow me to travel this year to be with you. I do sincerely regret because I was really hoping and looking forward that I will be there for the 10th edition, which is quite super special for everyone, especially the pioneer organizers and even faculty members who through the years have become very close to me. I will miss the students who are now in their graduating class, who have volunteered for the last 3 editions or even 4 editions of Lex Infinitum. Thank you so much for the warm hospitality, the feeling of kindness, warmth, acceptance, and always wanting to please. And you've always provided the best reception for everyone. Thank you, and again, I wish only the best for Lex Infinitum. And may the students really enjoy it again this year. Take care, everyone. Much love from Josephine, Sydney, Australia. Bye.
Dear friends of Lex Infinitum, my name is Juan Pablo Chefer. I am a mediator based in Chile, Latin America. I am sending this message in the 10th anniversary of the International Dispute Resolution Competition. My message is to say thanks because I have been involved in the competition as a judge, but more as a judge, as a colleague, learning from you. And this is an amazing experience that you celebrate today, the 10th anniversary, but you have to continue this trial. It's a long-term process to convince the use of this conflict resolution mechanism. We have to work together, and I invite you to continue in this trial. Thank you very much for the invitation, and the best for you in the future.
My name is Shri Dharmendra, and I was the president of Lex Infinitum 2019. That was our first off-campus edition, and like every president would say about their edition, I think it was the best one, thanks to our amazing dream team that planned everything behind the scenes. I had an opportunity to work with some of our amazing professors that year, Dr. M.R.K. Prasad, Dr. Sandhya Ram, Dr. Patil. We had so many teams from within India and abroad, and our amazing experts, some of them who had worked with Lex before, and some of them who continue to be a part of Lex till today. And I think that's one of the best parts about Lex, is that it gives us the opportunity to socialize with so many people from across the world. I made a lot of friends during my time at Lex, who I went on to meet later at mediation competitions in Vienna, and some of us are still in touch today. So take advantage of all the fun stuff that Lex has planned for you. Socialize, make friends, and even future colleagues. Lex has also had a major impact on mediation in India, not only from creating awareness, but also developing skills in students that later translate into their professional careers, and not only in the field of mediation, but in other forms of dispute resolution as well. So I would like to wish everyone at Lex Infinitum 2025 all the best. Do well, be inspired, and have fun.
Hello everyone, this is Shruti Kamat, a very proud alumni of the Salgaocar College of Law and a very proud member of the Lex Infinitum family. I am truly delighted to address you all at the 10th edition of this very prestigious competition. Lex Infinitum is a core memory for me. It is something I hold very close to my heart. And I don't see this as a competition or an event. I see it as a platform for learning, for self-growth, and for making great connections. Congratulations to the present organizing committee for taking forward this legacy, and congratulations also to the participants for being part of this incredible competition. I am sure that Lex Infinitum in this 10th edition has a lot of memories that will be taken by everyone that's part of it, and I wish everybody the best. And yes, a very happy 2025 to all. My best wishes again. Thank you.
A good day to all. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak at the 10th edition of Lex Infinitum. Lex Infinitum has been one of the most exciting experiences of my college journey. The memories that I created here are going to stay with me long after my graduation. Serving as a president last year was an incredible honor. It created a platform for me to grow personally and professionally. It helped me meet new people and expanded my network. Reflecting on my journey, it's hardly believable how far I have come. Starting off as a clueless volunteer in my first year to being the president of this event in my final year. Every year brought a new challenge, new experience and new friends. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this journey.
This marks the conclusion of our video note. As we celebrate this remarkable 10-year journey filled with dedication, innovation, and unforgettable milestones, we extend our deepest gratitude to all those whose unwavering commitment have shaped Lex Infinitum into what it is today. With hearts full of pride and hope, we look forward to many more years of success and inspiration.
May I now request the Principal, Dr. Shaber Ali G, to escort our esteemed dignitaries to the dais. Thank you. We extend a warm floral welcome to all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais whose presence adds grace and significance to this special occasion. I would now like to request Ms. Tia and Ms. Arya to present our chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Sharma, with the bouquet of flowers. Thank you. I would now like to request them to present our management representative, Mr. A. Barretto, with a bouquet of flowers. Thank you. I would now like to call them upon to welcome our principal, Dr. Shaber Ali G, with a flower. Thank you. I would now like to call them upon to present the director of Lex Infinitum 2025, Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal, with a flower. And last but not the least, the president of Lex Infinitum 2025, Mr. Omkar Gaonkar. Thank you.
Now I request Dr. Shaber Ali G, the principal of Salgaocar College of Law, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, all of you. So I think just when I see our students are taking you the journey from 2016 to 2025. I thank all the members involved in making this event a memorable journey from 2016 to 2025. Thank you all of you for taking trouble to make the video, and it's going to be a memory for us, and we will keep it as long as we are in the college, even future. Thank you for your time and trouble what you are taking. So all of you are aware that you are here to showcase your talent and to get prizes during Lex Infinitum 2025. We are referring to International Dispute Resolution Competition. Mainly we are going to focus on mediation. So mediation is a voluntary conflict resolution. We mediator is a neutral person, trying to resolve the disputes among disputing parties. Mediator is a facilitator. He is a helpful person. He will not decide the matters. It is among the parties that decide, and it should be always win-win situation. The history roots of mediation in Indian culture, referring back to Mahabharata. Mahabharata is an example of an early attempt at mediation as a conflict resolution tool, where Lord Krishna attempted to mediate dispute between Pandavas and Kauravas. And if you are aware of the story of Mahabharata, Lord Krishna started from 50% of the property. Then he bargained and lastly said that at least give them one village. Kauravas will not accept. Even they informed that you are not to give a pinch of needle. And if you see the Mahabharata, the failure of mediation in Mahabharata led to disastrous consequences. So if anything goes wrong, there will be disaster if you have to mediation. So mediation is one of the best methods at present we are going to use as a tool in a dispute resolution. If you have to family matters, and even mediation is a new tool added even in the consumer complaints. And slowly the government is adding to, they tend to add mediation as a method in various kinds of dispute resolution. And if you are aware about international areas, if you are aware of intellectual property rights, all the disputes are solved by mediation, negotiation, arbitration, and other methods. Because if you are IPR matters, they are commercially exploiting, and if you wait for even 1 or 2 days, they lose a lot of patents. That's why they don't want to go to court to deal with litigation, and they want to solve the matters outside the court. It gives me an immense pleasure. Welcome the gathering today. Let me start with chief guest of today's function, who is very simple and very nice and gentleman. And even though he has a lot of work he has done, he was chief secretary and he was IAS officer retired. At present he is a chairperson Goa RERA. And he is none other than Shri Dharmendra Sharma. He came all the way to our college to give the occasion to his busy schedule. Welcome, sir, for the program. It's my pleasure to welcome management nominee Sri Anthony E. Barretto, Director Legal, Chairperson, Company Secretary of VMSCL Corporation Private Limited, Vasco. Sincere welcome to you, sir, for this program. Let me welcome other dignitaries on the stage. My colleague, Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal, who is the Director of Lex Infinitum 2025, and Mr. Omkar Gaonkar, he is the President of Lex Infinitum 2025. Welcome both of you for this program. It's my duty to welcome members of Governing Council, Managing Committee, and Local Management Committee. Especially, again, welcome Professor Bhaskar sir, who is the Education Officer, and is also a member of Governing Council, and is the LMC President of Local Management Committee, and is a Secretary for Governing Council, and Professor Dinge sir, as well as Professor Gaonkar sir, members of our Management Committee. Welcome all of us, sir, for this program. So I want to welcome the members who have come from VMSCL Corporation. Welcome you for this program. It's my duty to welcome my colleagues who are part of this lecture from 2016. Some are new, and you can start from the person who is in charge and who has taken credibility for lecture, Dr. Professor M.R.K. Prasad, BS Party, and all, I think, 8 to 9 directors of Lex Infinitum, including Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal. Welcome all of you for this event. My colleagues, Dr. Kim Kudo, Vice Principal, Dr. K.S. Rao, and all my colleagues who are here, welcome all of you for this event. Let me welcome our administrator, D.P. Pednekar, and this venue and logistics are made by him and his staff members for this logistic. Welcome all of you for this event. Participants have come all the way from different places from India as well as abroad, Sri Lanka as well as Singapore. A warm welcome to all of you for this event. Without you and without your cooperation, this event would not have been possible. The most important, I should thank our management and welcome the management nominees who are here. Without their support, cooperation, all the time they are behind us. They said, yes, we can go ahead and we are behind you. Without the encouragement and support of management, this event would not have been possible. Expert assessors and are judging the competition for tomorrow and day after. They are here with us to get the occasion, and you can see people from even out of Goa, and almost there are 12 experts from out of Goa, and many are from Goa, including our students and others. A warm welcome to each and everyone. So I don't have time to take all of your names. I know many of you, but I don't have time. And especially let me welcome Ivo Mendes, Advocate Ivo Mendes, who are there from beginning until today. He always supports us and is behind us. And the people are there. I welcome all of you for this event. The most important, the student volunteers, OC, organ committee, as well as 13 various departments. Without these volunteers and various departments, this event would not have been possible. And in all the years, our event became successful because of all the students were helping us throughout the competition. And besides this event, staff members who are in charge of various departments who are guiding them throughout the competition. And even the competition starts from, we can say, August and September. And since the continuously helping and they're doing a lot of work from August and September, studying the problems and others. And today is the day and they try to complete. And after these 2 days, really feeling very happy, and we completed the 10th edition of Lex Infinitum 2024. Our college motto is, let justice be done though the events fall. I think that the best team should win. Winning and losing depends on the performance, luck, factors and other things. You need to have sportive spirit. Next time you may be the winner. Let me wind up with a small Hindi शायरी. जीत और हार दोनों ही जीवन का हिस्सा है. जीत और हार दोनों ही जीवन का हिस्सा है. असली जीत वही है जो हार से कुछ सीख उठ खड़ा है. Thank you. Jai Hind and Jai Goa.
Thank you, sir. Next, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. A. Barretto, Director Legal and Secretary of Salgaocar Corporation Private Limited and a member of the Governing Council of Devi Sharwani Education Society, to kindly share his insights.
A very good evening to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Dharmendra Sharma, Chairman of RERA, Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal, Dr. Shaber Ali, and Mr. Gaonkar, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand here before you today as a member of the Governing Council. This year holds special significance for us as our institution has completed 50 remarkable years of excellence in legal education. This milestone is a testament to our unwavering commitment to nurturing the next generation of legal minds and fostering a culture of innovation, scholarship, and community engagement. We are deeply honored to have with us today as our chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Sharma, the chairman of RERA. He embodies a commitment to fairness, transparency, and justice, values that resonate deeply with the ethos of this competition. Sir, your presence here today inspires and elevates the significance of this event. As we gather here for the 10th edition of Lex Infinitum, I am reminded of the profound importance of dialogue, negotiation, and collaboration in resolving conflicts. In today's interconnected world, where disputes often transcend borders, the ability to mediate and resolve conflicts effectively is a skill that holds universal relevance. The 10th anniversary is a testament to the dedication and vision of everyone who has contributed to making Lex Infinitum a beacon in the field of alternate dispute resolution. You have seen the video and that speaks volumes of what they have done. To all participants, mentors, judges and organizers, your efforts have created a legacy that continues to inspire and influence professionals worldwide. Lex Infinitum has over the years grown into a prestigious platform, attracting participants from around the world, each bringing unique perspectives and cultural richness to this event. It is a space where theory meets practice, where young minds are challenged to think critically, and where the seeds of future leadership in dispute resolution are sown. The delay in disposal of cases in law courts, for whatever reasons, has really defeated the purpose for which people approach the court for their redressal. Justice delayed is justice denied. At the same time, justice which is hurried will make the justice buried. Considering the delay in resolving the disputes, Abraham Lincoln once said, "Discourage litigation, persuade your neighbors to compromise. Whenever you can point out to them how the nominal winner is often a real loser in fees, expenses, and waste of time." As we embark on this journey of exploration and learning in the realm of alternate dispute resolution, let us do so with a sense of purpose and a commitment to internationalize the values and principles that underpin this vital aspect of the legal profession. The knowledge and insights that we gather through this program will not only enrich our understanding of the legal landscape, but also serve as a catalyst for a positive change and progress within our society. I'm reminded now of a quote from Mahatma Gandhi in his autobiography, The Story of My Experiments with Truth. This is when he was writing about his experiences in South Africa. And I quote, "My joy was boundless. I had learned the true practice of law. I had learned to find out the better side of human nature and to enter men's hearts. I realized the true function of a lawyer was to unite parties, riven asunder. The lesson was so profoundly burnt into me that a large part of my time during the 20 years of my practice as a lawyer was occupied in bringing about private compromises to hundreds of cases. And then he writes, in this I lost nothing, thereby, not even money, and certainly not my soul. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizing committee, faculty and students whose tireless efforts have made this event possible. Your dedication ensures that Lex Infinitum continues to be a beacon of excellence in dispute resolution. I wish each and every one of you here very best for the days to come. May this competition not only be a test of skill, but also an opportunity to forge friendships, exchange ideas, and discover the transformative power of dialogue and understanding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. A special mention must be made to Mr. Omkar, President of Lex Infinitum 2025, whose exceptional leadership and commitment have been instrumental in bringing this event to life. I invite Omkar to provide a comprehensive overview of this year's edition. Over to you, Omkar.
Good evening, everyone. My humble respects to the esteemed chief guest of the evening, Shri Dharmendra Sharma, Chairperson, Goa Real Estate Regulatory Authority, Mr. A.E. Barretto, Director Legal and Company Secretary of Salgaocar Corporation Private Limited, Principal of our college, Dr. Shaber Ali G, Director of Lex Infinitum, Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal, and the members of the dais, respected management members, renowned expert assessors, distinguished members from the bar, dignitaries, faculty members, participants, organizing committee, and my dear volunteers. This year marks the 10th year of Lex Infinitum, and it is an honor to be a president of such a prestigious event. Alternate dispute resolution is the way forward in our society for a very simple reason. If we can project mutual interest while also maintaining harmonious relationships with each other, why fight in the court and burden the system? Lex Infinitum 2025 is a culmination of 10 successful years of hosting an international event on dispute resolution in the beautiful state of Goa. The OCs are the brains and the heart of the competition, and the volunteers its soul. Without either, it's difficult to host an event of such magnitude. Lex Infinitum is a 3-day event. Day 1 is today, that is 16th to 18th January. The training sessions for the negotiators and the mediators were scheduled during the morning hour, and in the other half of the day, there was orientation for the experts and teams. In addition, we are also offering knowledge sessions, which is open to professionals and students. Knowledge sessions are based on the theme Building Bridges Mediation for Conflict Resolution. 8 expert assessors will be engaging sessions on different topics related to the theme. This course is for 2 days, 16, that is today and tomorrow. There were 3 sessions running simultaneously during the day. At the outset, I thank the distinguished experts for showing their presence at the event, which is an evidence of the fact that Lex Infinitum is close to their heart. I am equally grateful to the participants from different law schools at the international and national level for participating in this competition. As far as the competition is concerned, there are 2 preliminary rounds: quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. There are 5 problems which are drafted by the distinguished experts, and the same have been uploaded on the Lex page of the college website. The awards are as follows: winner, negotiating team; winner, mediator; runners-up, negotiating team; runners-up, mediator. There are cash awards, and certificate of participation will be given to all the participants. We have a total of 24 teams and 30 expert assessors. Our objective behind organizing this event is to focus on building skills among individuals and enable a network of budding lawyers, negotiators, mediators in this dynamic world. Of course, besides witnessing the creative mind of the participants in the dispute resolution competition. I am sure you all must have watched the 10-year video, and I feel proud to be a part of this legacy. I once again welcome you all to the 10th edition of Lex Infinitum. I hope we have a fruitful evening and build skills to benefit us for life. Thank you.
Thank you, Omkar. We are honored and delighted to have the esteemed Shri Dharmendra Sharma, Chairperson of the Goa Real Estate Regulatory Authority RERA, as our chief guest today. Sir is currently appointed as the Chairperson of Goa RERA. He is an officer of the Indian Administrative Services who has previously served thrice in Goa as Chief Secretary and prior to that as Finance Secretary, Secretary to Governor and MD GTDC. Ranked 4th in All India CBSE Merit List and a National Talent Scholar, he is an alumnus of St. Stephen's College and Law Faculty, Delhi University. In 1986, he qualified for the IAS and was also awarded the Rhodes Scholarship. Within the cadre, apart from Goa, he has also served as Finance Secretary in Union Territories of Daman and Diu, Dadra Nagar Haveli, and in the National Capital Territory of Delhi. He has been Principal Secretary, Home Vigilance and Border in Arunachal Pradesh. His staff assignments include being Joint Secretary to Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Secretary to Governor of Goa, and Private Secretary to the Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Sir, we are truly honored to have you in our midst today. I would now like to invite you to kindly share a few thoughts with us.
All the dignitaries on the dais, Shaber Ali, Barretto, Gaonkar and Miramar. Let me acknowledge Prasad Sahab and Patil Umar Sahab who just picked up with the previous narrative, all the other people here, and express my thanks to the principal and senior management of Salgaocar College and the management of Lex Infinitum 2025 for inviting me here today. Always a pleasure to come to an educational institution of such standing and repute. My greetings to all the participants of the competition and the international resource persons who are present here. At a personal level, I come back to a law student event after a rather long time. In fact, memory takes me back to 1985, when for the first time the Bar Council organized an All India National Moot Court. It was in Jodhpur, I remember. Mr. Menon was that time professor in charge of the University of Law. We all went there, and since then the momentum of the national, by the time the 5-year-old courses came up and the hands-on experience started, in terms of moot court becoming almost co-curriculum, curriculum, that entire thing took place. So I represent that part of senior faculty, seniors of you all who have been a student of law but never a lawyer, and there's a difference between the two. Let me first confess that mediation and conciliation as a structured discipline, as you all experiencing it, I haven't been exposed to it. But conciliation and mediation is a student of history. I always have made it a point, because one of the assignments which I not mentioned prior to that was the most interesting assignment when I finished Chief Secretary Goa. I went back as a Director General for India International Institute of Democracy and Election Management. 6 years I headed that institute. And my job was to train electoral officers of India, of course, to do the entire elections, and also international election officers. And one of the distinctions I would always tell the students would be, learn how to make a distinction when you go to a domain or a jurisdiction between how much is persuasive and how much is coercive. Coercive is simple to implement, persuasive lies a challenge. And then I link back to the history of freedom struggles. The largest mediation and conciliation and an outcome was the Indian national movement. Keep that in mind. Mahatma Gandhi was quoted here.
in a way, if you look at the elements of what happened, and look at Afro-Asian national movement, those movements which won an outcome of freedom, which was primarily coercive in nature, did not achieve what is called the democratic weave. I always say, the democratic weave comes through persuasion. And so therefore, when you look at this question, which obviously I've been reading a bit of the material, that when you look at conciliation and mediation, is it an alternate dispute forum or is it a genre in itself? And my sense, I'll vote for it, that this is the right side of history. Whatever is based on persuasion, whatever is based on persuasive skills, will last the longest, the outcomes will be the most strongest. Again, I'll draw from the electoral landscape of India. And I make a distinction, I always say, it's a remarkable genius of the Constituent Assembly that they decided that neither will be voter registration made compulsory in India, nor will voting be compulsory in India. So the challenge before the Election Commission is how to motivate a youngster, invite them to become part of the electoral roll, and thereafter to come and vote. And the management of a domain and a skill set which will primarily rely on persuasion will be very different from what is coercive. Of course, coercive will be the overall framework. There will always be the residual argument that the persuasion feels coercive, the state will take over, the law is there, law is coercive, it will come down. But nevertheless, I draw two more prime examples that, so I would say that you are looking at an independent genre of dispute resolution. It's not merely it has a design to itself. It's not a removal of defect of the mainstream mechanism. So the second point I would like you all to understand is the difference between a design issue and a defect issue. Many times we just puzzle ourselves saying that, for example, I'll give you again an example of electoral law. There's a lot of debate saying that the migrant voters do not get a chance to vote. So why don't you allow remote voting to take place? And so it is projected as a defect in the present system, and you can have a quick outcome by having a technology intervention. And I make pains to point out, actually it's not a defect, it's a design. So the wisdom of the parliament in 1954, when 1951 when the RP Act was passed, they said that we will invest in a civic sense of citizenship and not the primordial sense of citizenship. So whenever you go and to earn for any purpose leave your town, even if you register as a voter there, you carry a vote. We allow transportation of the vote to the where you, so your destiny gets linked to the civic aspect or the place where you go. So now the question comes in, if we say that doesn't matter where you go, you please come back and think of voting there. It is not a defect removal. Actually, it amounts to changing the design itself. And there are all the consequences. So you have to understand the two things. When as you mentioned, on the persuasive part and law, two domains I would like to point out. One is, as you say that India exists in century, you all will be surprised, tribal customary law still works in India. There are parallel jurisdiction. And when I was on Arunachal Pradesh, it was a very interesting time because Arunachal Pradesh was the last of the states of India which implemented the 1973 CRPC. So way back up to 2012, district magistrate was also the district judge. And the tribal customary law and the appellate councils were prevailing, including in criminal cases. The criminal trials would come to the district magistrate. And so in 14 when I went in, as Principal Secretary Home, one of the tasks was to complete the transition. And believe me, it was really difficult. And again I'm saying, from the persuasive, it was a reverse thing. From the persuasive, we have to bring them into the course. That this is the law, this is what it says, that's it. And the evidence will come in, and and once the evidence, as you say, is there, then facts become established, and then so-called technical truth becomes coercive, and truth will be coercive, the consequence will follow. And they were used to the persuasive method, and they found it very difficult. There was a lot of resistance. Second is the example I quote, I just turned up at Oxford and talking from 86, and Law of the Sea and UNCLAUSE, that time was unfolding. Professor Ian Brownlee was my supervisor at that time, thesis supervisor. And on the second or third session, he made a particular point about, I don't know whether you read Professor Ian Brownlee in international law, but at that time he was the winning counsel for a lot of the Law of the Sea cases, Gulf of Maine, US, Canada, and all. He was the winning counsel. We also took him at the council, as a counsel when there was an incident where a Pakistan Air Force plane got shot down in Gujarat. Pakistan took us to the International Court of Justice, and he was a counsel. So he made a point about saying that, Mr. Sharma, I am very, very high regards for law officers, lawyers, and technical and bureaucratic persons who come from India, South Asia in general. So I said that that's because of English language or because they studied in Oxford, Cambridge, and Harvard. He said, no, they have an amazing problem resolving ability. Probably the complexity of the life that you live in, the family affiliation, the multiplicity of culture, language. So he said in international law, when looking at law of the sea, in international court of justice where we don't have coercive power and US can walk out if it finds a judgment against itself, you first have to solve the problem. You come to a solution which will work for everybody, and then law will follow. I mean, it's a reverse. So unless you solve the problem, law will not be of any help. So that's the approach of problem solving. And once again, problem solving becomes more in terms of persuasive arguments. To checklist some of the principles which have been indicated, and I think that will what will get, and then just a red flag and to what I think could be emerging scenarios. So therefore, for a domain based on persuasion to be fruitful, to be lasting, a degree of balance of power, which means pre-bargaining, I am skeptical. Pre-bargaining in India may not disclosure, you will not have a lasting solution, because then that becomes manipulation and cleverness. It's not a solution. You have economic and social point I made. This gets, especially economic and social point gets covered because one of the starting point of a persuasive domain will be voluntarism. You have to volunteer to come into the domain. And in the act of volunteering, you take the second step that you agree that you will be bound by some code of conduct. So when an 18-year-old boy or girl applies to become a voter, they voluntarily apply, but once they apply, they agree that their claim will be put up for public contestation. Anybody can challenge their claim to be a voter. So you have to agree to come in a code of conduct, but voluntary start becomes important. Disclosures have said. Then consequences of default. And that is, I think, the distinction we all make between mediation and conciliation. That one will have a consequence of default, one can be at some stage become more coercive than the other. The consequence of default deliberately have to be low and need not be severe. I mean, that's what I say, and that's the first red flag, that there will always be a tendency for the coercive to invade into the persuasive. To say that persuasive is so important and therefore if you do not follow, then the same consequence follow. Why did you waste your time? Why did you not do so? But in persuasion will lie capacity to absorb imperfection. Because it's rough, ready, first principle justice. It is lingually, it is common, it has to be understood in the same sense by everybody. A lot of preparatory groundwork is required for a persuasive domain to be worked. So with this, I now will call it intervention here. That one red flag I would like to say, that the point I made about the difference between being a student of law and a lawyer. Being a student of law, I've always worked as a background capacity when I deal with government and other matters. There ought not to be a tendency to bring your lawyering skill into this domain in a fullest sense possible. And this is a wider phenomenon that has taken place. In fact, I refer you to very old, about 10-15 years ago, in the Economic and Political Weekly, an excellent article came out when the 74th Amendment was passed, and the panchayats and the local municipal bodies were given various power and authority. Then we came to the mining law and the environmental law, and they said that, look, the consent of the local bodies is important for environmental impact assessment. So the question was that if you have a 500-page document or an 8,000-page document given by legal experts or technical experts, there is a manifest tendency for technical judgments to supplant democratic and reasonable judgments. So this ought not to be happening. So there's some sort of fireballing. Of course, the legal principles will always be there. The legal skills will always be there. But perhaps if you're conscious of the fact, you keep investing into the persuasive aspect of the domain that is where I think that all of us will be on the right side of history. So thank you so much once again for having me in the evening. Indeed a pleasure to come back and interact with the students. Junior of mine, I will always say to all of you, by virtue of that, all of you have a complete right. You can come anytime to my office, have a cup of coffee. Teach me about RERA. It's an area I don't know. I'm just turned up here, so let me see to find out what's going on. So once again, many thanks. My very best wishes for the competition. Hope you all do well. You enjoy the process and the outcome. And those who win, congratulations, and those who don't win, also congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and esteemed presence. We are truly honored by the presence of our esteemed chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Sharma, and our management representative, Mr. A.E. Barretto. To express our gratitude for their valuable time and insights, we would like to present them with a token of our appreciation. I now request the principal, Dr. Shaber Ali sir, to kindly present a memento to our chief guest. And to our management representative, Mr. A.E. Barretto.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we have arrived at that highly anticipated moment, the unveiling of the trophies for Lex Infinitum 2025. This symbolizes aspiration and excellence. And so, to do this, I invite our chief guest, Shri Dharmendra Sharma, to kindly reveal the trophies. As Henry Ward Beecher once said, gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. It is fitting that now we call upon Dr. Shruti Kamat Dalal, Director of Lex Infinitum 2025, to express our appreciation and deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Nidhi. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasant duty to propose vote of thanks. On behalf of management, principal, staff, students of Salgaocar College of Law, I extend my profound gratitude to Shri Dharmendra Sharma, Chairperson, Goa Real Estate Regulating Authority, for gracing the occasion, giving us your valuable time, and for sharing judicious thoughts with us. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to Mr. Anthony Barretto, Director Legal and Company Secretary of Salgaocar Corporation Private Limited, for addressing the forum and for providing unwavering support in all our endeavors in the field of education. A special mention of respected Principal Dr. Shaber Ali for encouraging and inspiring us to give our best. My deep sense of appreciation to the President of Lex Infinitum 2025, Mr. Omkar Gaonkar, for working unceasingly to instill a sense of excellence to make Lex Infinitum eventful. I have equally troubled the Vice President of Lex Infinitum, Ms. Tashina Pinto, who has always been ever responsive. Special mention and thanks to Advocate E.O. Mendes for his able guidance. And I request Dia to give a rose to Advocate Mendes. Thank you, Dia. I deeply acknowledge the courteous presence of revered experts and the esteemed law schools at the 3-day event of International Dispute Resolution Competition 2025. The illustrious presence of members from the bar has all the more multiplied the grace. Humbly obliged for your kind presence and for giving precious time. Thanks to members of print and electronic media for their kind attendance. Hearty thanks to Ms. Sasha D'Souza, Nidhi Gaude for a wonderful compare. I thank and I take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to our administrator, Mr. D.P. Pednekar, for his enormous cooperation in organizing this event, including the logistic support. I equally thank the volunteers of Socials Department of Lex Infinitum, headed by Vice Principal Dr. Kim Kuto and Assistant Professor Shaina Dulapkar, for designing and setting a captivating decor for this inaugural evening. An event of this nature requires dedicated support, and I'm privileged and grateful to receive it from every member of VMSCL family. That is the faculty, the non-teaching staff, the OC and volunteers of Lex Infinitum 2025. So at this juncture, I request Dia to give a rose to the person who has laid a foundation stone of Lex Infinitum, Dr. M.R.K. Prasad. Thank you, Dia. Last but not the least, I thank everyone for their valued presence and patient hearing. Looking forward for an invigorating dispute resolution. Have a pleasant time, and I request you all to join for dinner. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thoughtful words. As we conclude this ceremony, I extend my best wishes to all the participants. May your journey through this competition be marked by learning, camaraderie, and unforgettable experiences. Welcome to Lex Infinitum 2025, where challenges inspire growth and memories are crafted to last a lifetime. Thank you all and enjoy the evening ahead.